Welcome back, everyone. Just Reptar today. We are going to survive without JC today. JC, hope you're watching. We have some really big news to talk about today, guys. So we're going to get right into it. A lot to go over today, but as we do, we are going to talk about the bubbles first because there has been some awesome price action this week, and we're going to get right into it, guys. So already got you guys in the chat. Awesome. Thank you guys for showing out. I will try to do my best without JC. Reptar is actually here today, guys. Yes, I know. Things are changing. Let's get it. So big updates this week, guys. We had a ton of big news drop, and things are looking really excited. Prices are really starting to kind of bounce back. So Bitcoin over the weekend hit over 75K, which was amazing to see. A lot of people, I'm sure, very excited about that. So here, let's, without further ado, the bubbles. Can't do it as good as JC, but hey, we're trying. Whoo! What a week, guys. It has seriously been, there's just been so much going on. It's been amazing to see. And we will get right into that in a second. But a lot of things moving right now, guys. Projects that we have been talking about for months now. Render up 21% for the month. One of the best projects in all of crypto AI. We also got FET up 40% for the week. That's another project we talked about in our AI video. And as well, we also have Tau, which is up 43% for the month as well. Guys, a lot of things for the year are down right now, and BitTensor is actually up 5%. If you look at anything for the year right now, most things, most big projects, XLM, ICP, VeChain, Near, all of these, even Render, down 50% for the year. A lot of these are still down a lot. So when I see something like Tau up 5% for the year, this is the biggest project in all of crypto AI. So this is a sign to me that these big companies are positioning in these narratives. So really crazy to see a lot of things moving. River's still moving. New project up almost 100% for the month, guys. Really cool. Caspa. Caspa is another project that we've been talking about a little bit. It got brought up a couple times, especially in our top 50 picks video. Obviously, we got algo moving. We'll talk a little bit about algo and some of the ISO 20, or I always screw that up, guys. ISO 20022 tokens. We got a video coming out about that soon too, so keep an eye on for that. But good week, good month so far for AI, guys. Again, go check out that video if you haven't already. We have a ton of content as far as like our coin picks. But we will go check coin market cap, so we can check out the fear and greed index real quick before we move on to the big topic of the day, guys. JC, I wish you were here today because this is a big one. This is a big one. All right, let's go. So we are sitting pretty neutral right now, guys. Almost completely neutral on the fear and greed index today. Confidence is coming back in the market. We're starting to see people start, again, positioning themselves in assets. We'll go over that here in a second. We got some people taking some pretty big positions. The one thing I wanted to highlight on this today, guys, is we are moving back into altcoin season. So for a lot of you guys, most people understand this, but most of the time when we see a crypto cycle, money moves from gold to Bitcoin to Ethereum and then to altcoins. This is going to be important later. Pay attention. We have seen Bitcoin have its run, and then things crash back down. But we did not see that move into Ethereum and then into altcoins. Usually the money bleeds down into the rest of the markets. So we have been saying on the channel for a while, when we start to see Bitcoin move back up again, it's so important to pay attention to Ethereum, because when money starts moving into Ethereum, that is when the money will then start bleeding into altcoins, which is what a lot of the community is invested in. It's what I'm personally invested the most in. It's where I see the most returns coming, especially the ISO 20022 tokens. So to me, this is a good sign, guys. We're moving out of extreme fear. Hopefully you guys were buying the absolute panic a couple months ago. And, altcoins we're probably going to see some serious price action on the altcoins because we have been waiting to see a lot of bullish news or price action, or maybe some big buys on Ethereum. And that would kind of show us that, the money is ready to move into alt season and to some of these altcoin projects. So today we saw exactly that. Can you believe it? So I'm going to share this with you guys here in a second. So we just had one of the biggest Ethereum buys. Bam. So BlackRock ETF. We've been talking about BlackRock for a long time on the channel, guys. How the ETF's affecting crypto. They bought $150 million worth of Ethereum. This is the biggest inflow that we've seen in the past 2 months. Your boy right here, they are buying ETH, the biggest asset manager in the world, and they are buying Ethereum. Wonder why? Again, guys, I really do see this being, these big money players are positioning themselves in AI. They're positioning themselves in Ethereum. They're positioning themselves in ISO 20022 tokens. They see this coming. This isn't about speculation anymore. The institutional adoption and the institutional money is here, and they are investing. So this is a huge sign of what's to come. I think this is hugely bullish, and I really do think that we're going to see some major price action on Ethereum soon, because as you guys know, these guys manipulate the markets, and they know what's coming. So ride the waves, guys. But that was not even the biggest thing that happened today, guys. So as you can see by the title, we had 16 new crypto projects that were officially approved by the SEC to not be securities and be commodities. Why should you care? Great question. This is a huge, huge deal, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. So essentially, no, that isn't, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. So essentially, for years now, crypto has been classified as a security, especially things like XRP. Now, the SEC governs securities as it is the Security Exchange Commission. And they were responsible for overseeing and making rules for a lot of the crypto projects that we talk about. XRP has really seen the brunt of this. They have, really paid their dues. They paid a lot of lawsuits, hundreds of millions of dollars in fees just to comply with the SEC. Now, this has been an absolute nightmare for any crypto project that's trying to do anything in the industry because obviously, if they are classified as a security, they have all these stipulations they need to follow. They can't offer yield. There's a lot of different things that make it difficult for these companies to do what they need to do in Web3. So these are the chosen ones, guys. These are the projects that the government and the SEC have classified not as securities. Let me go ahead and change this for you guys real quick. And so they are not going to be classified as securities anymore. They are going to be classified as commodities, and they will then be governed by the CFTC. So this is huge, guys. In layman's terms, it just became a lot easier to be a crypto company. These are the chosen project. We have XRP, we have Aptos, we have Avalanche, Doge, interesting, a meme coin, Solana, Cardano, Bitcoin Cash, I believe, ETH, HBAR, let's go, Algo, Litecoin, DOT, Shiba Inu. What? I want to see some stuff in the chat about that. Do you guys think Shiba Inu should have been included in this? XLM, XTZ, and of course Link. Bam. I am a little surprised to not see a couple others on here, but again, guys, this is a slow process. The government does not move quickly, and this is to me a really good sign because this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the end of the old financial system. They are preparing to usher in this new era of finance, and these are the first of the chosen ones. And as you guys know, a lot of these are ISO 20022 tokens. So to me, that just shows, there will be more to come. There's going to be a lot of, I think there's going to be a lot of bullish price action on all of these projects because they're compliant. People feel safe investing in them because they have this, green flag to go and operate and be a crypto company. And, JC brought this up at one of the last shows, Brad Garlinghouse, or excuse me, Gary Gensler apologized to Brad Garlinghouse saying we were wrong about XRP. Oh yeah, we were wrong hundreds of millions of dollars later. But realistically, guys, this is a really, really good sign. We have been waiting for, some kind of clarity, XRP especially, and, the entire Ripple community has been waiting for something like this. And I think we're going to start seeing a lot of bullish price action once some of this institutional money starts flowing in. And speaking of institutional money, let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, I lost it, guys. It's gone forever. So I know I've said multiple times we've been talking about ISO 2022 tokens. I'm just going to very briefly talk about what those are because we do have a video coming out about it, hopefully today. And it's really, most people don't know what this is, and it's really important to understand because it is quite literally rebuilding the entire banking system. all you really need to know is ISO 22 is essentially a messaging system that is used for international banking. So it allows people to move money and banks to communicate with each other, and it is a messaging standard. Now, a lot of cryptos are already prepared or built for this new standard of messaging. I'm talking about XRP, I'm talking about Algo, I'm talking about Quant, HBAR, XLM, Cardano. There's a lot more of them, but these are the quote unquote chosen ones in crypto, guys. These are the projects that you really want to keep an eye on, especially some of these, especially some of these American based companies, because we're about to see a lot of money flow into these projects. We really, again, have been waiting for this, and it's not the only thing that we've been waiting for. I actually have a clip I want to share with you guys. It's an update about the Clarity Act, because as you know, in crypto, everything is a perfect storm. I really do think that everything is lining up perfectly for what is about to be the greatest cycle that we've ever seen. And I don't think it is any coincidence that on top of all of those projects being approved today, that we got this as well. So the Clarity Act, we have been getting dicked around by the government on the Clarity Act for ever. This has been in Congress and the Senate for like a year now. We talked about how the banks really tried to destroy this bill with banning yield on stable coins, as well as other things like the decentralized exchanges. They really were trying to fight this. And, we've been watching this really closely, and I don't think it is a coincidence that now that we see all of 16 of these projects being approved for, being approved for use and are no longer securities, now all of a sudden clarity's coming. So, BlackRock and investors are buying hundreds of millions of dollars of Ethereum. So, to me, it's not a coincidence. Nothing's ever a coincidence. And something big is lining up to happen with these projects, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip for you guys so you can see, and just mute myself so you guys don't have to listen to the double echo.
Too often we have really politicians and bureaucrats who want to make decisions without any rules of the road. The market structure gives us the rules of the road for what I believe is going to be the most powerful force for good. For kids like me growing up in poverty in a single parent household, I think about the theory of democratization. It becomes real because of this industry. And so every single thing we do to advance legislation that creates the kind of rules of the road that the best thinkers and founders want to do business in America, it makes the entire country the most economically dominant place on the planet.
Right.
Too often we have
big guys. And I really love what he's saying here, because it really touches on a big reason why I'm in crypto myself. People get into crypto because they're sick of getting crushed by inflation. They're sick of living paycheck to paycheck. They want a way out of the broken financial system. And he brings this up at the beginning of the video. This guy grew up poor, and he really thinks that this new system is going to help everyone, and it is, because when you make money more fair, I say this a lot, and people joke like money is the root of all evil. But if you can fix money, you might be able to solve a lot of evil in the world. And the banks and these big corporations that are really kind of running everything behind the scenes, They don't want this because, it's a threat. It's an existential threat to the banking system. And when you're talking trillions of dollars and you're talking hundreds of years of these people running the world, essentially, they're not going to go down without a fight. And, but this is a good sign because at the end of the day, if the United States is not a big player in blockchain, if we're not creating laws that are beneficial for these companies to operate in the United States, they're going to go somewhere else. They're going to go to other countries. And I think that is the reason that they're going to, it's a terrible reason. They don't want to bring this in to fix everything. They don't want to, make money better. They just don't want China to do it. They don't want Russia to do it. So it's really going to be interesting to see how this plays out. All right, guys. Well, the only other thing I have today is a little bit of a Reptar special, so I hope you guys enjoy this. There has been a lot of buzz on social media, especially X, about this new bot that people essentially are using to trade on Polymarket. Here we go. Nope. And nope. Oh, Reptar's gone. Oh, we got to share screen. So, see, it's so much easier when JC is here. So, if you guys haven't heard, Claude AI. Oh, no. See, damn it. See, JC, this is why we need you. All right, it's okay. We can do stop screen share, and then we do stop screen share, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, good enough. Why is there 2 Reptars now? Oh, God, JC. No. All right, here. Don't worry, guys. We'll figure it out. Bam. Well, now we have 2 screens. It's all good. Oh, yay. Well, sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. This is a professional operation after all. So what has been going on with OpenClaw? A lot of you guys know it as Claude AI or Claude Bot. So I'm going to try and find one of these real quick because I didn't have it pulled up. My 1,000 apologies, guys. Basically, I have seen so many people on Twitter making tens of thousands of dollars, posting the receipts, showing what they've been doing, and they have been using Anthropic and OpenClaw to bet on Polymarket. So I am going to go ahead and I'll try and pull up one of these things. I have literally been seeing this everywhere. It's not just one profile that's been posting this. There are tons and tons of other people that are trying this right now. I personally am going to be setting up an account because I'm going to test this out and see how things really, how things are going. But you guys are really going to Range. Thanks for coming out, Range. Good to see you. Yeah. And sorry, guys, I wasn't checking the comments, but yes, absolutely. I do not trust the banks. There's a reason why they are fighting this so hard, for sure. So without further ado, this is how you turn $1,000 into 1.5 million or $27 into $24,000. So this has been really popular. As you guys know, AI is completely taking over the planet. And if you do not adapt, you are going to get left behind, unfortunately. So this is what we're talking about here. So ClaudeBot on Polymarket. It was ClaudeBot. It's now Claude, and then it was Claude AI. It's had a few changes, but we're all talking about the same thing here. So this is the full guide. Guys, do not read this Twitter post and then just go try to do it. This is a little bit more advanced than it seems. Watch some videos of how to set up ClaudeBot or Claude AI. I'll show you guys what it is in a second. It does, take a little bit. I wouldn't say it's not complicated, but this has been happening all over Twitter. I've been seeing a lot of people posting these screenshots on Polymarket, and essentially what they're doing is they're using ClaudeBot on Polymarket to make bets. They are starting with a very small amount of money, like $20, $100, $1,000, whatever they're starting with, and they're having Claude use Polymarket to make bets. This is really interesting because this guy was able to do this in 2 hours. And there are other people that have been able to do the same thing. This isn't just one guy doing this. There's a ton of different, people that are getting into this. And I really think it's interesting. Oh my God, Range. How about this? How about I get it working first, and then we'll see. If you guys are in the Discord, I'll be sharing some. I'll be sharing my my trades and what I'm going to be doing with this. But essentially, guys, this is the bot. I will go through it, and I will show you guys kind of what's going on with this. So, this is not actually an AI. So I want to make that really clear. AI is just an indexer. It pulls a bunch of information and reference things. OpenClaw actually does things. Okay, so it's not actually an AI. It links to other AIs. This is why people are using things like Anthropic and ChatGPT. Essentially what they're doing is OpenClaw gets access to your computer. I want to make that super, super clear. You do not want to put this on your main machine because you're giving it permission to access things. You get to choose what those things are, but let's say you wanted to check your emails and respond to your emails, like that's what you want to use it for. It's going to have access to your emails. So keep that in mind. It's going to have access to your Polymarket account. Keep that in mind. That is, this is safe. It's open source. But again, guys, if something malicious were to happen to it, or if it was hacked or something, just, best practices. So again, do your own research. But essentially, what you do is it's really easy to run. You basically just download it. You are going to have to run some command prompts in PowerShell or, here if you're on Windows or Linux. But this will install everything. You just run this command right in, and it does have an installer. I'm not going to get into this because this is a little bit technical, but they're essentially, once you have linked everything up to your bot and get everything going, you make an account on Polymarket, and this is all it's doing. It's going through and it's making an educated guess on all of these things, and it's making hundreds of bets in minutes, so it's gonna be really interesting to see how this all plays out. Range is like 2 right already sent. I will get this running, guys, in the Discord. I am very, very interested to see how this works because, AI, I use this metaphor for AI a lot because a lot of people, kind of talk shit about AI, and I do understand why. But the point is, you can build, it's a lot easier to build a house with a hammer. You cannot build a house with just a hammer, though. What I mean by that is AI is a really, really helpful tool for a lot of things, but it is not a silver bullet for everything, especially when it comes to investing. If you're writing a term paper and you just plug it into AI, you can tell. I'm sure everybody's seen a shitty video online where, you're scrolling through Facebook Reels and you're like, wow, the wheels of that tire just like crumbled, or the guy has 7 fingers. AI still has a ways to go. Okay. But it is a very, very useful and successful tool in certain aspects. So again, guys, really manage your risk. This is not going to make you $1 million overnight, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So just manage your risk, use a small amount of money, make sure you're not putting this on your main computer, And I am going to be looking into a little bit more of this and get this running for you guys, because I really think this is going to be interesting. This looks promising. You know, if it has a 50% or a 60% win rate, you're still making money. So I will get it moving. I'm going to get everything set up today and hopefully into the Discord. But we do, speaking of the Discord, we do have our weekly crypto giveaway event tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do this every week. We play games. We give away crypto prizes. So if you guys want to learn more or just win some free stuff, definitely hop in the Discord. The link will be in the description. And on top of that, guys, hit all the buttons. Appreciate you guys. Leave a hate comment, dislike. It helps the algorithm a lot. We are literally 27 subscribers away from being able to monetize and start doing more prizes and stuff with the channel. So we're really excited about that. And we also do have a new video coming out for you guys. Again, hopefully today. It's going to be all about ISO 20022. I know you guys appreciated that. ISO 20022 tokens. Reptar will one day be able to say that correctly. It's going to be an important video, guys. We're going to talk a lot about all these projects that are really building the new financial system, and projects you guys are really going to want to keep on your radar. Thank you guys so much for going easy on me today without JC. Appreciate all of you in the chat and everybody that comes out for the morning show and game night, everybody in the Discord. It will be just me this week. JC is still on vacation, and hopefully I will do him proud. But as you guys know, it's a lot more fun when it's both of us on. So he will be back soon enough, and I'll get that video out for you guys today. But once again, thank all of you for everything, and we're really excited to kind of see where things go, guys. I mean, things are heating up, things are getting exciting, and it is time to be positioned. So thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.